Yeah, a bit of an argument between a heron and some crows there. Hi everyone, I'm back on the foreshore today. It's Tuesday the 1st of October, and for the last week I've been at the Foragers of the Foreshore exhibition in London, and I've got slight withdrawal symptoms from the Thames foreshore, so it's really beautiful to be down here today. It was a very, very windy, wild and wet night last night, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be extremely sludgy down here today, but I'm just about to find out, and hopefully there'll be some interesting bits and pieces washed up. I just saw pipe bowl down here, but it's not just any pipe bowl. It's got a really pretty design on it, look. It's got like a clover leaf on it, but it's not a 4-leaf clover. 3-leafed one on that side, and the same on the other side. Little clover. Oh, that's a 4-leafed one. Maybe it is. No, that's a 3-leafed one on this side. And then on the other side, 4-leafed clover. So it's gonna be my lucky day. I'm also joined by a few pigeons having a look around to see what they can find, and I can see over here some kind of plastic ball which is washed up. Let's go and take a look. Oh, it's one of those mini hopper things that you blow up and hop around on. I used to have one as a kid. I loved that. Not so good that it's here though. I'll take it home with me. I'll collect it later on the way back. Let's have a look here though first in all this kind of exposed metal and see what's been uncovered. Lots of nails. I do like my nails as well. Lots of old nails. It's these that I use as well to make some pictures. Oh look, here I can see a button. There we are. Now, is it going to have the name of a maker on there? Very possibly not. Not on that side anyway. And over here, look, we've got some more old nails. A tooth, little tooth, another nail. So I'm squelching around in the mud, and I just saw, where's it gone? Over here, oh that's right, a bit of broken bottle, so not terribly interesting, but is that a bottle stopper, a nice glass stopper that's still in the neck? It could be. Let's go and have a look. It looks like there could be still a glass stopper there. Ah, it's not glassed. Oh yes it is, hang on. Yes, there is still a glass stopper, so not a terribly beautiful bottle, but there's a stopper. So I'm just going to pop that in my bag, and shortly I'll give it a rinse and recuperate the stopper. Okay, I've just seen something, so I'm going to scan over the ground, and you can see if you can see it. Now, what I'm looking at is this here, and I'm hoping that it's going to be an interesting button. I can see it's a button. You can see the little shank there, and actually I can also feel that there's something on the other side. So let's have the grand revealing of the button. Oh, that's nice. Hey, that's a pretty one. It's not your usual anchor design, is it? I don't think so, anyway. It might be. Or is it? It looks like a lion from where I'm looking, but then again, I do need glasses, so... Oh, that's going to be... Oh, and it does say something on it too, doesn't it? And I definitely can't read it from here. Okay, into the bag it goes, and we'll have a closer look at home. By which time I'm sure many of you will already know what it is. You can see quite a bit of plasticky rubbish that's been washed up, and on the subject of plastic rubbish, I'm really happy that my Thames Cormorant has been adopted by Thames 21, who are a fantastic organisation who do, amongst other things, an awful lot of cleaning up along the Thames foreshore. And so I'm glad it's going to continue to highlight the issue of plastic pollution, which is a serious one, especially in our River Thames. Now, for a minute there I was thinking that I wasn't going to find a clay pipe, but I've just seen one over here. I'm going to see if you can spot it. We're having a bit of a spot the find day today. So just tell me to stop when you see it. Oh, here it is. Look, you can just see it gradually being exposed to the mud. I mean, exposed to the mud. It's been exposed to the mud for quite a long time, but you can gradually see it being exposed to the air, and that's why it's gone that nice colour. Because as soon as they hit the air, they tend to sort of fade a bit. And it looks like this one might be in fairly good shape. Oh, there we go. Yeah. We'll have a closer look at the design later. So let's give this pipe a little rinse off. Now, just as I was walking back from washing that pipe off, I've just come across what looks like another pipe, just here, look. Not a terribly long stem, but definitely it looks as if there's a bowl under there, and you can see the sharp little heel poking out, look. See? Let's see what's underneath. It would be great if it was a bowl that had a nice design on it. They are such a lot of fun, and it was really fun showing so many people my collection of pipes at the Foragers of the Foreshore exhibition this week. Quite firmly wedged in there. Let's see what's on it. It looks like it might be a plain bowl. It is, but it might have the maker stamped on either side of that heel. And this pipe would date back to sort of probably 1820s, I would have thought, around about then. So we'll give it a wash later. seen a piece of rolled up lead here, and it could possibly be something that was used to tie up cables. I found a few of these. I do enjoy finding them. They've often got the company stamped into them, and it looks like this one may be the same. Yes, it is. So let's unfurl it and see what it says. Let's do it. There we are. Yeah, there we are. Let's go and give it a little rinse. Yes, there we are. A bit of lead used to wrap around some cables. 440 yards, 1915. Now I have just seen something over there, so I'm going to wander along and let me know when you see something interesting. Oh, actually I've seen two interesting things not far from where I'm standing. You might be able to see them both. Well, just over here there is another tag. I found one recently. This one is thinner, and on one side it has 1134. It's got the crow's foot there. What does it have on the other side? Let's see. See if it has anything on the other side. Very possibly, but very possibly not. Anyway, there's that, and then just here, look, it's a day for bottle stoppers, obviously. There's another stopper. So well done if you spotted them. Each time I come down to the foreshore, I see more and more erosion, and there's this large sort of ship's timber here. And this is the first time that I've seen this carving on the wood here. Which is exciting. This is being revealed. It's a massive great piece of wood with some metal attached to it, and I don't know what it is. A huge chain by the looks of it, which at low tide goes out for quite a long way. But that's great. And you can see it's got the sort of broad arrow or the crow's foot just there. And then some numbers. 29 and a little cross. Yeah, 29, little cross 1, little cross 0. Now again, here, just down here, there is something quite interesting between those two metal rusty rods. Something which is just here, look. And it looks like a stopper. And funnily enough, I have found a few stoppers around here, all with the same company on. And I've been meaning to show them to you for ages, and I wonder if this is the same one. Let's have a look. It looks a little larger. Let's get it in the camera. I can't see it too well. You might be able to see it now because the camera sort of helps, but I can't see it too well. So I'll have a closer look when I get home, and I'll see if it's similar to the stoppers that I found before around here. So indeed, it's good to see so much wildlife on the Thames foreshore, and I've just spotted another very rare beast over here. See if you can see him. Very rare white. Oh, I thought it was a tiger. It's not a tiger, is it? It's one of those, what are they called? Lemurs or something? Oh, he's quite firmly embedded in there. Let's have a look at him. He is very crusted up with mud. But isn't he lovely? Nice to see the wildlife thriving on the Thames foreshore. Okay, I have actually seen a coin poking out of the mud. So I'm going to show you where it is. I don't know what it is yet. It is just here. See? So let's have a look and see what it is. And it might be old for a change, not a 2p. Let's have a look. Let's go and give it a gentle rinse. Get a gentle rinse off. Hopefully we'll be able to see something. It's pretty worn, so maybe when I get home. Got quite a lot of identifying to do when I get home today. Got my friend here hoping that I've brought her some 11s. You after some food, madam? Okay, what have I got? Let's have a look. I think I've bought some healthy swan food, which is in my bag. Okay, well, she's had some 11s now, and I've just seen this really pretty nail. Look at this for a chunky nail. But what's great is that it also has a broad arrow on the top, look. That's a really nice old nail. Now I've just seen a button and it's down here. Well, I think it's a button anyway. Just here. Oh, and another little lead token. I've got quite a few of these now. But let's have a look at this little button. It could be a really early naval button. Pretty. Have a closer look at that later. And just down here, can you see something round? It's just here, and it looks like a Royal Marines button. You can just see the faint outline of an anchor just there. everyone, thank you very much for accompanying me on my mudlarking excursion, and I'm now going to do a run through of the objects which featured on today's video, and I'm going to start with this little tiny stopper here, which is from a bottle of perfume. It's made of pewter, it's got an orb topped with a Maltese cross, and around the edge it says J. Grossmith and Son, London. J. Grossmith stands for John Grossmith, who actually founded the Grossmith Perfumery back in 1835. So it's actually one of England's longest established perfume houses. And they were the only English perfumery to win medals at the Great Exhibition in 1851 for their essential oils and perfumes. And over the years, or over the last 2 years, I've actually found 5 Grossmith bottle stoppers now from perfumes, and so I'm the proud owner of 5 of these beautifully crafted stoppers. And after I found the first one, I went to visit the Brooke family in Fortnum-and-Masons. Simon Brooke is the great-great-grandson of the founder, John Grossmith, and they explained to me that these stoppers would have come from eau de toilette bottles, or toilet water bottles as it used to be known. And they also explained how the little cross used to unscrew to reveal a little sprinkling system so that the perfume could be regulated as it was sprinkled into the water in the hand basin as it used to be apparently back in the day. This, I don't know if these would unscrew. I've had a little go, but I think they're sort of welded shut after years in the mud. And I can't help wondering, you know, if it's the same person who used to own all these perfumes, and somehow, you know, over 100 years later I've been wandering along picking them all up in the mud. Goodness knows how they got there. But it's lovely to see a story evolve like that, a company that was started in 1835 and that now in 2019 it's still run by the family, and I really enjoyed meeting them. This here is another bottle stopper marked with W.A. Gilbey, and that was founded in 1837 by Walter and Alfred, I think. I'll just check. It was, yeah, Walter and Alfred Gilbey. They founded this company in 1837, and they were spirit and wine merchants, particularly specialising in gin. It was also a day for buttons. I found this really lovely one here, which is my favourite, I think, of the day, with the lion on and a Latin motto. The motto, which says Trinitas in Unitate. I think I'm saying that right. My Latin isn't all that. And that is the motto of Trinity House, and it means 3 in 1, relates to the Holy Trinity, where Trinity House got their name from in 1514. And they are responsible, and they always have been responsible, for the safety of shipping and the well-being of seafarers. I think this button relates to the Merchant Navy. I'm not sure how it all ties together though, so if anybody knows, please let me know. There's also this little button here, which is very pretty. You've got lots of intricate detail on it. And this button here, which is also a pewter button and is a Royal Marines button, and it features an anchor on it. And of course, talking of anchors, I was absolutely thrilled to discover that this anchor, which I have been walking past for goodness knows how many years, suddenly some lettering on it was revealed, really, really beautiful old letters. So I contacted Thames Discovery, who are community archaeologists, and they came down to meet me on the foreshore this week and had a look at it and have given me some information or their thoughts on the origin of this anchor. So they said, firstly, it's a timber-stocked anchor. That's probably the correct term for it. It was probably constructed in the late 18th or early 19th century and then repurposed in the mid-19th century and used as mooring. A diagram of the foreshore back in 1854 sort of supports that theory that ships might have been moored to it before they went into dry dock to be refitted. I do like to think that perhaps it was used to moor one of the prison hulks that was moored along the Woolwich foreshore, so you never know, that could have been the case. but one of the flukes would have been chopped off and the other driven into the foreshore and then used to moor vessels. It's a huge, great thing, and I was really grateful that Thames Discovery came down and recorded it. And I'm hoping to find out more about it, so I'll be getting back in touch with them at some point to see if they've found out any more information. So thank you very much, Thames Discovery. What else have we got? We've got a few pipes. We've got this old chunky nail here, which also bears the broad arrow, just like the anchor. And also this little tag, which has the broad arrow on it and has the figures 1134. We've got this little piece of lead, which would have been used to wrap around some electric cable. I've got a few of these. And a second glass bottle stopper here with Lee and Perrins on it. Got this plastic animal. Oh, and not forgetting this coin on which you can still just see the ghostly image of who I think is George III. You can't see anything on the other side, but you can just see that very, very faded profile there of George. So I don't think that I've forgotten anything. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody that came along and visited the Forages of the Foreshore exhibition last week. It was just wonderful to meet so many people, and I was very touched that there's such an age range of people who are inspired by the Thames and the objects that are found in it, then watch my videos. I was also really privileged to be under the same roof as so many other awesome mudlarkers, and they brought along their incredible finds. I mean, some of them were just really quite awe-inspiring, and your imagination runs riot just trying to think how those objects got there and what the stories are behind them. So it was a fantastic exhibition, really, really good, and I do hope that it takes place again. I displayed my large plastic cormorant there that I made with plastic that I collected along the River Thames. And I'm really happy to say that Thames 21, which is another excellent organisation who do a lot of work clearing up the rivers and working with communities and improving our rivers, they've adopted the bird, and I'm so happy that it's going to be able to go on and inspire people, hopefully, to not throw plastic in the river and to help tidy up. And there's so many ways you can get involved with Thames 21 actually. If you're in London, take a look at their website and you can see ways that you can help to clear up plastic and get involved in other ways. So once again, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great week. If you've enjoyed my videos, please subscribe, and thank you for your comments and feedback on all my previous ones. So have a great week and see you again soon. Thank you.